to the A to Z of horror!
Horror! Evening boils and ghouls.
Right, so today we return to the series A to Z of horror with the letter I. This is like the third take.
We've never done a repeated take before, and
So-
we've just done it because...
This is why we're laughing, because
it went very
we're
badly
just a
wrong.
bit...
I
Anyway,
feel like proper filmmakers. We've got to take two.
right, take. So,
Is this a normal film?
I'm not going down that route. We've been down that route.
He just said this is we're straying into things that aren't not the normal film, and I was like, well, what's the normal film? We always say it's not.
And then we had
normal.
a debate about what you class as a normal horror
And then it
film,
all went wrong.
So I'm not going to waste.
So
my
what
breath
are we watching, Mr. Shambo Jangos? Mr. Jumbo Shangos?
We're entering foreign film territory.
World cinema. Anyway, at least you know there's going to be some nudity in it.
What, TNA?
Isn't that wrestling?
No,
We've just
it's
done
not.
this.
Right.
Silly phones messing up.
You know what it is? It's I Saw the Devil.
I saw the devil.
So this is a movie directed by the famous Korean director
so
Kim Ji-woon.
so famous, you had to read his name.
Well, yeah, to be honest. Now,
I'm
I don't
excited
think I've
about
seen
this.
any of his films. To be
I'm
honest.
excited about watching this, and we did discuss watching it a while back, and we had a bit of a do we, don't we?
I didn't know if this fits into horror.
Do you know how often you say you don't know if a film fits into horror?
Jaws, Alien, don't think they fit into horror.
Why would this not fit into horror? Look at that! Look at it! And you might be able to hear in the background the eerie music playing on the title screen of the Blu-ray.
I just
Gorgeous
noticed the
steel.
blood on his face is going up. Can you see what I mean? It just looks a bit
This
stupid.
looks horror to me. This looks out and out horror.
The
To me.
only reason I said I don't know if it's horror because it's the best serial killer film since Seven. It talks about more like a thriller killer movie. But anyway,
But is that great? Alright, I give you this. Okay, I reckon we'll get two different answers from you here. Is Silence of the Lambs a horror film? Be honest.
yes.
You're going to say yes. I thought you were going to say no. And then I was going to say, is Hannibal Lecter a horror icon?
Yes.
And you would have said yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Silence of the Lambs was a thriller, but he's a horror star. So there's that grey area.
Okay.
But yeah. So I'm horror. I want horror to be a big umbrella to hug us all.
Okay, so this is included in the Huggy horror.
We'll see if
Umbrella.
we get a nice Korean hug.
Yeah. So never seen it. We both haven't seen it.
Nope,
Looking
nope.
forward to it. It's a long old film, 144 minutes. So we're going to stop
Crack it on.
talking, and we'll be back with our views on I Saw the Devil.
See you on the flip side.
Peace. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the A to Z.
of horror.
Right, we have just finished watching I Saw the Devil,
I saw the devil. I don't need to do that bit, do I?
directed by Kim Ji-woon, starring, I'm going to butcher these names.
I'm going to let you go with the names.
Lee Byung-hun and legend, Asian cinema legend Choi Min-sik, who's
Choi
oh
Min-sik.
boy.
No, I feel we should subtitle us. No. Yeah, well.
Right, so
Penny for your thoughts.
where to start? I don't know how to start with this film.
But we're going to be really careful here because we're going to end up treading slightly in spoilery, but I don't think we should go too spoilery because if people haven't seen this film, they should watch this film, and there's certain elements I wouldn't want, not that there's like big twists or anything, but I wouldn't want to give away too much.
Okay,
If that makes sense.
so we're going to go down the non-spoiler review.
Or minimal spoilers.
Minimal, right.
Minimal spoilers.
Okay,
That
so,
could make it harder.
so I Saw the Devil is essentially a revenge movie.
Yes.
It's a revenge thriller killer about a serial killer and a cop.
Yes.
And this isn't spoiler territory. If I start getting a bit spoiler, slap me. But the film opens up...
Oh no, sorry. That's practice.
How is that?
Practice lab. Practice lab.
Right.
Throwing you down.
I don't know what...
Film opens up with a serial killer who serial kills some woman.
Alright, so you're not going to say who the woman is?
Oh no, we can. No, that's all right. That's standard. I think we can say the woman is. Serial
Okay.
kills a woman.
And the woman is the main guy's fiance. So that
And
really
and the main guy is sort of like Secret Service.
Secret Service.
And her dad is like chief of the police.
I think retired chief of police.
Yeah, so
basically,
bad
the wrong,
victim to choose.
the wrong person to kill. Right. So if we talk about I suppose the direction of the movie by whatever his name was. Kim Jong-un. I'm butchering these names, so any of you people who really like Asian cinema and Korean movies, I apologise for butchering names.
Apologise.
The direction of this was beautiful. I think
Beautiful.
we said
Beautiful.
we're going to use the word beautiful.
Yeah, I'll only use that a lot here.
I mean, it's over 2 hours and 20 odd minutes, but the opening scene, it's set at night and it's snowing. And the whole setup of the scene and the camera, the panning, there's certain scenes you were even picking up on the way it was shot was clever. It would pan over and join back in, and the way it was connecting certain scenes.
And the way they played with the music
movie.
as well. You didn't have the big
the
Hollywood
lack of
like.
music.
Some of the most harrowing scenes had minimal or no music, and then when the music came in, it often came in as a brooding rather than like slap bang in your face. It's farting on camera. It's disgusting. Slap for that.
So yeah, beautifully. We're going to use that word. Beautifully shot. Absolutely, the cinematography was fantastic.
The effort in the framing. You know, this has been thought about. The extreme close-ups in some of the faces and the detail, the Blu-ray. Apart from one weird scene, look gorgeous. There's one really weird bit.
Oh, what do you call it?
Grainy.
Really off-putting. But it was only for a couple of seconds. Well,
but the other bits and the sweat and there was a bit where a certain character is sweating and is bleeding. And the way the blood sort of trickles out of his mouth, and it's just you're there going, holy shit, this is pretty fucking intense.
Yeah. Now it takes some turns which you don't expect. Which I think adds to its real class. I'm going to say class. There's some real turns which I really didn't see coming. I didn't see certain aspects. I mean, some of it was linear and kind of expected. There are certain points, and again, I don't want to get into too much and spoil.
There wasn't any big twists or anything. That's not what we're saying here. It's just the story unfolds in a nice way.
Okay, yeah. The way I foresaw the story going, it kind of just bitch slapped me and went a different way, and I was like, okay, I'm liking this. It's not. It's gruesome when it's gruesome, but it's not like a gruesome movie. If I'm making any sense, when the kills happen, it's not like this.
I don't know if I fully agree with that.
All right, I'm saying there's not a lot. It's brutal when it's brutal.
And it's brutal when it's brutal.
He was wincing like a girl.
Dude, there was two scenes. One scene in particular. Yeah, I was like, no, don't do it. No, there was three. No, there was 4 scenes that had me proper. This is hard to watch. It was uncompromising, the violence in this film.
Because it was made it really realistic. The settings of it. Especially
I think if you're thinking like some of the slasher films that we watch, they're just like chop, chop, chop all the way through. It wasn't like that.
Chopping.
It wasn't like just blood and guts galore. But when the blood and guts hit, not always was it even necessarily that good. There was some very gory scenes in, but it was you felt the pounds and the impacts, and it was violent. That not violent as in like I don't know.
Sort of.
Silly, the Puppet Master's violent, no, not that. That's not violent, that's like fun, isn't it? This was violent. It really went for it when it went for it.
It was shocking, the violence in this.
And there was some bits where you would expect to not see stuff, and you did. And there was other bits, though. Yeah, there was some bits where I thought, it could have shown us a bit more blood there. Not that we necessarily needed it, but it didn't. Then there was other bits later on in the film where you're like, oh my god, that would never, I've never seen that be shown. It would have been cut, that section would have been cut away. I'm assuming this is an uncut version, because I know there's cut versions of this movie kicking around. It was violent, it was really hard. The acting in this film, and we watched the subtitle version because that's what you do. You watch the subtitle version or dubbed version.
Dubbed version? I don't know.
I don't know, but I can remember watching like the horrible dubbed version of like Brotherhood of the Wolf. I mean, no, you've got to watch subtitles.
Yeah, you got to watch French version of that.
The
2 main actors in this,
awesome,
absolutely fantastic. Especially, I haven't seen Old Boy for a long time. I do own it, but
Josh Brolin in this. He the star of Old Boy?
Not the Bollock remake, but Choi Min-sik, absolutely phenomenal as the main bad guy.
He was awesome. They never played it like they do in a lot of these serial killer films, where you feel sorry for him or anything. You didn't get that.
There's no
side.
sympathy at all. He was a bastard.
And actually, what kind of happened is your sympathy waned for nearly everybody. If you know what I mean. You know, you were sorry for people that had things happen to them, but you can't. Everybody sort of made decisions that made you go. Ugh. But that's not to say that you hated the characters either. It wasn't like one of these films. I'm thinking, you know, there's certain films that come out now. Like I'm thinking, Rob Zombie movies. I like Rob Zombie movies, but you know, he often has characters in it that you just don't like. You can't. You liked all the characters, and I don't mean that you like sympathised with the serial killer. You liked him as a character in the film because he was so uncompromisingly awful, but yet engaging to watch. Yeah.
He was a captivating arsehole.
Captivating arsehole is captivating arsehole. And
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And one bit I was going to touch on, and is when we was watching it, we found ourselves laughing.
Yes.
And
this threw you a little bit to begin with, didn't it?
It threw me to start with because I didn't know if it was purposely being comical or the fact that I'm a bit twisted and I found the scenes funny.
No, I think it was purposeful. I was like, no, because there was a scene with some music cues and there's some certain elements of dialogue that is the blackest of comedy. And I think the film was better for having them in it.
There was one scene, which I'm going to say, where a guy has I'm going to call it a screwdriver put through his hand. And he's trying to pull it off.
Yes.
And the handle pops off. And I was in hysterics because you could just feel this guy's really struggling and the handle pops off.
But it was the way they played the tense because you're like, this is going to be horrible. And then, you're like, oh shit, this is going to...
But there was many more scenes like that, which I found quite comical and certainly made us laugh. And you think the film benefited from those scenes. So,
negative? Not that you necessarily have to give one. I don't think it would have hurt this film to be a tiny bit shorter, if I'm completely honest. Not that in any way was I bored, but there was a little bit in the middle that felt there was some like telephone exchange and things which I don't think took the story any further. And maybe I'm just looking for faults now. We've said this before.
No, because about 50 minutes in,
it felt like it should have been the ending.
50 minutes in, I said, this is either going to go really... Like I said, it went a completely different way. I didn't expect it. But 50 minutes in, I saw the conclusion or the ending.
The way you thought it was going to go.
I thought it was going to play
following
out.
The traditional Hollywood revenge action film.
And I did say to you, we're 50 minutes in, and the ending I pre-planned or I saw was happening in front of me. And then it was, boom, different. I think... I wouldn't have liked to have been shorter. I think what it did was a roller coaster. It set up. I just think the way it played out was phenomenal. I
think they might be getting an idea that we like this.
I haven't watched a film in a long time where I've sat down and I've put off watching this for quite a while.
You have, because I didn't know you had it. I sort of suggested this the other week when we were talking about and you were like, I think I've got that, because you'd bought it and forgot about it. And I was like, dude, we should be watching this film.
I actually unsealed it for tonight. I've had it, So, and it's just something I bought, obviously, a long time ago, and I've never bothered watching it, and what an idiot.
You are an idiot, because that film was fucking awesome.
Right.
It was not an easy watch, but it wasn't also a hard watch. If you don't like extreme horror, don't worry about it. It's not that. It's... just a little bit uncomfortable. There's a way that it sort of treats people in the violence is pretty uncompromising. The fact that the baddie is bad. He is bad.
Yeah.
And the way that the goodie is questionable in some of his ideas. Yeah. But what a film. What a movie.
I just remembered the funny bit right at the beginning about the trip.
Yes, I just think the direction of that opening scene and the way that you're seeing through the
first kill, the way it was done, it was just like that set the tone, didn't it?
Beautifully nasty.
Beautifully
nasty. I'm just going to touch on something before we go any further. I read a long time ago, and I've just checked this to make sure I wasn't making up, that this was optioned purchased, whatever, by an American horror production company, and Simon Barrett and Adam Wingard were penciled in to remake this, being the people that brought you You're Next, which I really like, and the new Blair Witch film, which I really didn't like. Keep your fucking hands off this movie.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They will get this. I don't want to say they'll get it wrong. That's really unfair because, but knowing the tone that their other things, even the bits that they've done in the VHS, I'm not saying they couldn't do this, but I feel they would take it too down the comedy route. I'm talking shit. I don't know what they're doing with it, but it doesn't feel like they need it. It doesn't feel like it needs it. No. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, let's score this bitch.
Right. We all know the scoring system by now, and if you're new to the channel, hello.
Hi, thanks for joining us.
3 is expected. I want to
Expected.
put a film on, enjoy it, and say, yeah, I enjoyed the 90 minutes of that film. 1 is god awful, what the hell did I just do? And 5 is masterpiece, probably contender for top 20 film, something like that. It's something which blows you away.
Ooh, is he going to do it?
It's a 4.5.
Do you know, I'm going to go 4.5. I was in my head. I had 4.5.
4.5. I don't think it's 5 because
I think we just ever so slightly overlong. I think that was the only main
to me
issue.
the opening scene where they discovered the first body in their purposely comical bit took me out of it. Well, not took me out of it. I just didn't feel it, especially the way it leads to that scene. It was serious. It was beautiful. It was brutal, and then this scene.
Even the music in that scene was different from the rest of the film.
Yeah, and that scene, I just thought it didn't need it. So if I could take it and edit it to become a 5-star, I'll take that scene out.
And that would make it 5 minutes shorter, so I'd have given it 5 stars.
Yes, there we go.
There you go.
Both win.
So, look,
So,
Hollywood,
4.5.
hire us to remake it. All we'll do is cut one scene out and dub it. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
That's because that's how
Yes.
I'm a serial killer. That's how I talk.
So if you haven't seen it, or you are put off by foreign movies,
No,
because
never be put off by phone.
No.
Some of my
some
favourite movies.
people are because of subtitles.
Yeah.
I don't know what to film for
Always,
2 hours.
always watch subtitles. I find subtitles films often draw me in,
Engaging, yeah.
scare me a little bit more. You know, oh, I love them.
It doesn't put you off the way the subtitles are displayed.
No. And it's not J horror. It's not that, you know, people either like that or not. I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Yeah.
It's not that at all. So yeah,
15 minutes in, bloody hell. 4.5 out of 5.
That's our highest
I think
score so
that's the
far.
highest score.
contender.
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, agreed.
Please go watch it.
So what was this? What letters is this? I, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, J. J next.
We'll see.
Jeepers Creepers. It's the only J for
You can think of.
Jumping Jack Flash. Can you remember Jumping Jack Flash?
No, we're going to go now. 'cause
Jumping
it's
Jack
just-
Flash with Whoopi Goldberg on the front cover with a giant toothbrush on the VHS. There was a big fat guy in it, got shot loads, and they couldn't just... Am I dreaming this movie? Jumping Jack Flash. It's not a horror film. It's not a horror film, but I want to watch it anyway.
We'll go hunt it out.
Okay, anyway.
Right. See you later.
So late night. Bye-bye.